So, hello, love. So, I've been thinking about things like how important the little things are in life because we put so much importance on the big things, the big accomplishments, the birthdays or the memories of things that were wonderful. But my husband and I were talking the other day and we went out to dinner and I said, let's talk about the little things. And so some of the little things that he and I do, and I've told some of you about this before, but one of the little things we do is we go for ice cream like every couple months. But we don't just go for ice cream close by. We take an 84-mile round trip to go for ice cream because it isn't about the ice cream. The ice cream's a bonus, but we go because we get to go through the countryside and we drive through the forest, which, is important to me. I love the forest. And then we drive through the countryside with these backfields where you get to see all these, where these farmers and ranchers have their cattle, where they have where they grow their fields, and it's quiet and it's beautiful and it's just a lot of what Colorado's about. And so we were just talking about that. We were talking about little things like I keep the Christmas tree up longer than most people do, just because I have so many memories where I bought this Christmas ornament or I made that Christmas ornament, or it's something that was in my family for a while, or it might have been something that I got somewhere on a travel. And so instead of buying a mug or something else, I buy a Christmas ornament. And so it takes me back to the memory of the places that we visited. So I really enjoy the Christmas tree. I love the colors. I love the lights. I love the sparkle. So it's little things like that. We have two cats, which are just so funny, and they're both so dramatically different from each other. One is a great big cat. She's about 15, 16 pounds. She's real long haired, really thick haired. She's a beautiful, beautiful cat. The other one is smaller. She's about half her size. They're sisters. They're from the same litter. But the other one is, she's just lively and funny, and she watches all the birds, and she does just funny things. And so they have different personalities. So they seem like small things, but they're not. They're really very important. We have different situations that we have. My husband and I are together in our house 24/7. So he has the office upstairs and he has the bathroom next to it. That's kind of his domain. That's where he spends most of his time. And I have this little space right here, which is a little tiny area that I created with black walls. So I have this small space in which to work with you and to create my videos. And I teach my classes here. My classes where I teach you about mandalas and things like that. And so it's where I do all my videos. The whole room that this is our family room, which is lovely. But the light over here is way too bright, so I have it curtained off here so I can do these videos with you every day. Because it used to be that I would do these videos with you and I'd have to be here at a certain time of day when the light was dim. And it was like, that's not really my best time of day to be here. So there's all these little things that are important, these little spaces. I always light a candle to make this space special, to make it sacred. I have a different piece of art for you every single time to exhibit maybe something I'm talking about. And today it's the little things like these little dots all add up to, here, I'll just show you the painting. So there's all these dots on the side and they all add up and make a different type of image because of that. So I'm also going to show you another painting that I've done, and this is done with marker. It's another mandala, and this one I did first in a drawing, which is like a little 4-inch piece, which is about this is much bigger than that, but I first did it in a drawing in black and white, and then I decided to do it in a larger size, and I did it in color. So these are some of the things I teach you in my mandala class, where you take the little things and you make it bigger and better. But the little things all add up. They add up to something bigger, something more exciting. It's about the experience. It's about the atmosphere of which you go into. It's about the environment of which you are sharing these experiences or whatever it is that you're doing. And it's kind of like a metaphor for it's about the journey, not the destination. You have this thing that you want to do, this painting you want to create, this idea of something that you're wanting to explore with. But what you're really wanting to do is it's about the experience. So like when I did this drawing and this it's in marker. There's some paint in here too. But part of it was the white spaces. What am I going to keep white? What am I going to keep blank without? Because that makes this piece pop. This one is, I didn't do a lot of white spaces in these first paintings that I did, but it's the light and the color and the gold. Now, this one is one I've showed you recently, and it's on the cover of my recent book. And that's like all the gold. My light is actually showing up on it here, my ring light. But the light and the dark and the colors that you use, it all makes a huge difference as to how it shows up. The little things matter. The little things matter. So think about what's in your life. What are the little things that matter? What are the things you love to do? Is it something that you love to do, a conversation with a friend that you have once a week? Is it a group of people that you join with and have lunch or dinner with and you have great conversation? And is it time in your garden, spending time with your animals, spending time with your children, your grandchildren? Is it reading one of your favorite books and taking a special time to sit in your favorite chair and you turn on the lamp and you read your book for an hour and have a cup of coffee or your favorite cup of tea? What would that be? Think about the special things. Think about what it means to you. Think about all those little things that add up to really make something even more magnificent in your life and how you do that. And the little things really make a difference. I've had many people that I've supported in leaving this planet for the next, but I also have many family members who have their my aunt or my uncle passed on, and I had conversations with one of my aunts one time, and I said, "Do you miss the love?" And she said, "It's not the love I miss." She says, "It's the little things." She said, "We used to sit every Sunday, read the newspaper together and have, breakfast and drink our coffee and orange juice." And she said, "I miss that. We don't have that anymore. Sure, I can eat breakfast every day and I can have my coffee and I can read the newspaper, but it's not the same because I'm not sharing it with him." And so things like that. What are the little things? What are the things that matter? The little things that brighten your day. I'm looking at the reflection in this picture that's behind the camera here, and I can see these great big plants that I have that I bring in every winter, and they are geraniums. And in the wintertime, these plants grow huge, and the blossoms are like this big. In the summertime, I put it out in the summer, so it's get the sun all day long because they're the type of plant that you need to have the sun every day for them to do really well. But they get all new growth on them in the summertime because the sun is pretty darn hot here and really strong, and it burns off all the plants, and the blooms come out smaller. When I bring them back in for the wintertime, they're they thrive. But then I feel like what they really need to do is be in their normal habitat, so I don't have a whole gob of plants inside the house. I have plants everywhere in my house. So those are all little things. They're little things. And I'm kind of yammering on here, but the thing is that I'm just trying to invite you to understand. Is it going to the ocean and sitting on the beach and watching the waves come in? Is it going to the river and going fishing for a while, or maybe just sitting on the edge of the river and watching the birds and taking in the sunshine and feeling the sun on your face and the wind in your hair? Is it taking a drive through the country and rolling your windows down instead of having your windows up and your air conditioning on? What are the little things? What is it that just lights your fire? What is it that just brings you back home to yourself, that reminds you of what's really important? Maybe it's memories of when you were a child that it kind of brings back. Or maybe it's just new memories that you're creating for you, your family, your friends, the people you work with. But it's part of your mission in life. It's part of what's calling you forward into doing something even greater still. The little things. Think about it. What are those little things for you? So, that's just for my message today. But just I just appreciate you being here and listening in to whatever it is I share with you because it's important for us to connect. And because a lot of you are, some of you are my family members that I connect with. Some of you are friends that I have relationships with and friendships from across the world. I have a group of women that I have just really close. I would call us sacred sisters, soul sisters, but I've only met a couple of them one time. And others I have never met. I may never ever meet them in person, but they've become that important to me. That's how important we are to each other. So we had this opportunity to share with each other here online, to connect with each other. And so many of you, I hear from you now and then, or I'll write you or send you a message or talk to you. But I'm sending this message to you, let you know that I love you, that you matter to me, that this is important, that we share time together. So remember the little things, celebrate the little things, and know that there's nothing little about you, nothing small about your life. But all those little things add up to a great, big, wonderful, magnificent you. See you later. Bye for now.